Hello, it is I, Dr. Ryan Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Jelly is Sticky, where Hesperidium? I don't know if that's a word as well. It's apparently the name of the start of Chapter 4. Orange is sticky too! So we have orange jelly in addition to the strawberry jelly. The orange jelly is surprisingly yellow to my eyes, but so be it. So, presumably strawberry and orange do not stick to one another, but are both individually sticky. I think it's going to be the gist of it. And so, if I want to keep my strawberry all together, like, I might be able to shear myself and then kind of shear myself back. But I think what I prefer to do, if I can... I'm not sure that I can. Well, I can do this. Oh, I can't push that back to the left. Okay, let's reset. Did not anticipate all of the outcomes of what I've done. Okay, is this immediately going to be challenging? I'm not sure. Suppose I stuck this together as 3, but then sheared it off like this. That is one possible solution to get the orange in the shape that I want, and then I can also get the strawberry in the shape that I want. One possible solution is sufficient for me to be happy with my solution. Orange is super sticky. How so? Oh. Orange sticks to grape and coconut and possibly strawberry as well? Oh, okay. So how do I get that bit of grape to come up with me? Probably I should have done it a while ago. Let's reset. Okay. Right. Okay. Orange sticks to the grape. Grape doesn't stick to itself. So it feels like I might want that bit of grape there. Like that. Okay, that is a way to do that puzzle. So orange is super sticky. I'm curious, in this puzzle, I guess my eyes were in strawberry, and so I didn't have a chance to see orange trying to drag strawberry, but presumably it is the case that orange is super sticky and drags everything. Stamp. Interesting name. Okay. Basically didn't see what to do, but it seemed like a very constrained puzzle, so I just started pressing directions that were available to me, and the puzzle was solved. Hooray. Okay, so even if orange is super sticky, as a strawberry, bumping against orange does not cause it to stick to me. But if I were eyes in the orange and I bumped up against the strawberry, then I would stick to it, is my understanding. So I think stickiness... I'm still not 100% sure I have an understanding of the stickiness of orange versus strawberry when your eyes on one versus the other, and I'm sure there will be some future puzzles that will enable us to explore those mechanics in more detail. For example, I am currently driving the strawberries, and so if I get on the orange... Yeah, we're not stuck at all. Okay. So I was a strawberry, I push up against the orange, I did not get stuck. So orange, when orange is in the driver's seat, is super sticky. Strawberry seems to not be. So it appears that I need to do some shearing of myself somehow, somewhere. Oh, I just reshaped the orange. I'm not sure that I wanted to do that. What do I think I want to do in this puzzle? I mean, I could do this, and this, and that enables me to pull downwards, which seems good. And then can I undo those moves, basically? I believe yes. And that enables me to pull rightwards. But it would have been nice when I was pulling downwards to have pulled it down one more. So let's pull it down to here. Then let's remake myself as the vertical Tetris piece. Then I can't get around it anymore, right? So I changed my mind. Okay, so suppose I were to pull this... I think I can only pull it like one over. And one down. Can I pull it two down now? Can I just get it into its final position? I can just get it into its final position, maybe? I might be able to do that by reshaping myself. Thus, nope, that reshaped you. Can I reshape myself thusly? I don't think I can. Okay. I don't like any of what's going on here. So let's try a few things. I managed to get you down one and right one. That's good. Could I do that again? Suppose I move you down one right now. Suppose I move you down two. Can I then get you right one? No, in order to get to the right. In order to move to the right, I have to be coming from the bottom left. And so you cannot have moved very far down yet. And in order to move you down, I had to be coming from the upper right, which is why I still needed this space. Okay, so I think I understand my constraints better. So now in order to move you to the right again, I would have to change shape again. Back to this shape, so far as I can tell. That would enable me to move you to the right, but could I move you down again now? No, because I can't fit the Z-shaped Tetris piece back over there to push you down. Is there another way to push you down? Is there another way I could shear myself? I don't think so. Perhaps I do need to reshape the orange somewhere along the way. Oh, and I can even shear off pieces of my... that's interesting. I think the orange is currently trapped, so I don't think that that's good in general, but there might be a larger solution space than I am accounting for and anticipating. So is there any way that I can break myself in two while leaving the orange in this shape? I don't think there is. Because if I push down, I'm just pushing against you. And the only kind of shearing thing I can do is to make myself into a Z piece like that, or an S piece that's vertical like that. So yeah, this upper right corner basically gives me those possibilities. And is there any way... Okay, I have possibly one other idea, which involves reshaping orange a little bit, maybe? Like, if I'm over here and I do something like this, I don't think I could ever reshape the orange there. But it does enable me... Oh, I can't now. I was thinking I was going to be able to shear myself in an interesting way here, but... that's not actually the case. Yeah, I'm just making a giant mess of this. Okay, I'm not seeing this one. Diagonal. Diagonal indeed. The first one that I feel like is a stumper. There's some key insight that I am not having. It is the case, okay. Since the shearing location is here in the upper right-hand corner, it's easier for me to fit over there than it is for me to be in this shape and have gotten around the sky. And so while I'm here, suppose I move you further to the right. Well, I would still have to do this in order to kind of undo myself. And if I do this... Oh, as this shape, I can also move you to the right. I'm a dummy. For some reason, I thought I could only move the orange while it was in this shape to the right, using that one shape of my own, and I didn't realize that after it was off the wall, I could use the other shape, the S versus the Z, to move it as well. Okay. Well, I had a brief mental block there, but we managed to push through it. Squares. So... it looks like the goal state is for these to be concentric squares. Yeah, it does not look like it's actually hard from what I can tell, because I just want that there, and that there, and that there, and this here. Okay. I appreciate that after a puzzle I found difficult, I had another puzzle that I found very easy. Coconut and orange want to be swapped. However, orange is very sticky, as we have learned. I am controlling coconut. I can shear off some orange. And put it over there. Is that something I want to do? I don't know. Let's imagine yes. Why is there the grape below me farther to the south, I wonder? I don't have any guesses about that right now. Orange is sticky, so if I do this, it still shears like that. Yeah, I don't know that I've accomplished anything in my life. Suppose I were to do this. I could shear off orange this way, get it to the right of me, shear it off this way. Hey, 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 hey. Now I believe things are happening. If I were to repeat those moves over here, I would now have some orange to the right of me, which is what I need in order to solve the puzzle. As for the mystery of why the grape jelly was on the south end, I'm guessing I'm in a section of puzzles that's going to use all four colors, and here the fourth color was not really used, but they wanted to include it anyway as an aesthetic. That's my only guess. Okay, new puzzle. Snag. I am controlling coconut. And I will need to use the stickiness properties in order to have certain things happen. So, okay, and then I have this middle block to shear things back off. So presumably I want to stick orange to me, which is very sticky, which I can then use to grab... I can't grab strawberry, I'm not controlling the orange. So its own stickiness property could only be used, for example, to pull strawberry to the south. Then if I were to break it off, and... okay, I think I see what I actually needed to do now. And rather than describe it, I will do this. I'm going to leave the strawberry in this particular row or column for reasons. That did not really help me, did it? How am I ever going to move the strawberry to the right? let's begin with that. How am I ever going to move the strawberry to the right? I managed to move it down by sticking the orange to the upper portion of me. I could move it to the right by sticking the orange to the lefter portion of me, but I don't have the ability to get it stuck on the lefter portion of me. That's what I'm seeing. If I shear it off, I want to be able to like press up, but there's this block in my way to stick the orange and where I would like to stick it. I can't move the strawberry left and right now. Is there another way I can attach this orange elsewhere and shear it off from myself differently? Yes. That enables me to get it stuck up here, which is where I wanted it, in order to be able to ferry this guy to the right. Okay, and then having done that, I can simply push the strawberry to its final resting location and then bring the orange there. Fantastic. So, this has definitely gotten more difficult. I can feel our progress slowing. Such is the nature. I am grape, and I was able to, despite controlling the grape, pull on the sticky orange. Okay. I have a sense of some things that are happening. Presumably, I want to move this over here. And then rinse and repeat, as it were. Yeah, you're just gonna go there, that's fine. I'll shear you off like so. And I'll shear you off like so. And I will shear you off like so, and I will get to my goal. So I think there are interactions. I believe grape and orange behave differently than strawberry and orange in that scenario. So grape can get stuck to orange. Strawberry, when controlled, and coconut, when controlled, do not get stuck to orange, I believe is what I have seen. I am fearful of the fact that this has like 2 little control lines coming out of it rather than just 1. I am controlling a coconut. I need to get some more pieces of coconut as well as some sticky pieces of orange. This actually does not seem awful at a glance. For example, if I come over here, I will stick to all of these things. Okay, now, this time I'm controlling coconut and it stuck to the orange. The orange was extremely sticky. So why is this not just as simple? Oh, I see why. The orange pieces. I would need an orange to be stuck to the north of me, and I'm not sure how that would ever happen. Let's reset and think about this a little bit more carefully. So if I need an orange piece to be stuck directly to the north and south of me, which I think is the only way to solve this puzzle, how would I get the orange piece off the wall? I guess I could scrape it back off. So like if I do this, I could also scrape it back off, but then it's stuck together like that. But maybe that's not a problem, but maybe it is a problem. I'm just going to play around with some stuff for a little bit here, because I do notice that I could use this as like a lifting tool. And then presumably I could still, well, not quite scrape that off, but somewhere in the vicinity of scraping that off. And I can now stick this to my forehead in the position that I was originally trying to get it to. So yeah, I feel like there's some possibilities of something good that's happening here. I'm learning things. I don't have a good enough sense. Like, I could scrape this way to get that back off, which is interesting. Is there a way that I could scrape this off here? Yes. Okay, that's interesting too. This is all very interesting, because look at this. Now I got that orange bit stuck on my forehead to the north center of me, as I was originally intending. And so if I wanted to get this... Okay, and now I've got a little bit of orange over here that I'd just like to break off and put somewhere else, ideally. Also, can I just scrape that off? I can. And now if I'd like to scrape off this bit of orange, I'm not sure if and where and how I'm going to do that. I'm not sure if the rest of the puzzle is currently going to be solvable. And I'm going to choose to ignore these considerations for the moment. If I do this, you'll be extremely stuck, but I think I can scrape you back off over here. Yes. And then furthermore, I could attach you here, which is good. And then this might be problematic, but I could scrape that piece off of there. And then if I were to grab this, I'm not sure that I have sufficient scrape-off ability to ever free myself from that piece over here, and this guy also is pretty problematic at this point. So I might be in a rather stuck position at this point. It's actually a surprising amount of general movement that is still available to me. Yeah, this is actually still pretty interesting, because I can do this. Yeah, let's keep working with this. It's kind of a mess, but it's kind of a mess in a very interesting way. So then if I wanted to break this off, I believe I could do it here. Except for I'd want to do it one to the south so that I could then exit to the north and not stick to these guys. Okay, so that guy, I do want this guy just, like, away. And now he's away. Okay, great. Then I would like to pick up this guy. Is this possible? It might be. Suppose I do this move and this move. So now I just need to get that top piece attached to the top of me, which also might be possible. This is extremely sticky. I did get it unstuck. And then I could lift it from here. And then scrape off a portion of it there. And let's imagine I could scrape off the other portion somehow in a moment. And so let's get this part connected like this. Then pull this over here. And try to repeatedly scrape it off different ways. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get south of that now. I could bring it to the north. I might be able to. Scrape it off there. Look at this. Look at this. Bring it over. That might have been a bad one. I'm not sure that I could scrape it off here. Scrape it off. I'm just gonna scrape it off. Don't tell me you didn't see that coming. Okay. However, I'm still not certain that I can push this to the right the way I need to. This last little bit. I can't go up. I can't get it down. I'm not sure that I can do this bit. But I think I was close, and so I'm going to undo back to here-ish and see if there is a different way to do this. So suppose while I'm in this position and I still have a little bit more scrapeability available to me, was there a way that I could have left that in a better position? Yes. I think there I can almost attach it where I want. Like, this is a similar problem to what I was getting into before. Is there a different way? Is there a different way? I don't know that this is useful. Suppose I had left it there and scraped it off. I don't think that that helps me. Yeah, I don't think that that helps me. It's a very interesting set of connections. So let's back up slightly further. I appreciate how fast the undo is. So when I was here, I kind of want to redo, but actually, can I get one more of the stickiness in my center undone? Yeah. When I'm here, I feel like I still have a lot of flexibility. So suppose instead I had done this. And then if I wanted to scrape this guy off, I can't do it there. Where do I do that? I can't do it here either. So it feels like I need to scrape it off on the other piece, which is... doesn't feel great. What happens if I do this? That does not do what I wanted it to do. Alright, so let's undo a bit from there. Okay, I've kind of lost sight of my goals now. This generally feels to me, however, like a puzzle state that is probably solvable. Oh, I don't like that. So from here... yeah, the bottom right, I'm not sure, actually. I think I'm going to reset now that I've learned a whole lot about this and take a different approach. So what is my different approach going to be? So again, the key moves involved kind of scraping off pieces that we were not interested in various ways. And so, for example, I can scrape those off. Now I have the unfortunate thing that this little piece that's just to the south of me is not quite where I want it. So can I pick it up and bring it somewhere else? Kind of. Let's just do the simplest thing that would pick it up and bring it somewhere else. It's not as simple as I was thinking. Let's just bring this one piece. Is it still possible? Oh, I can't just bring the one piece. Haha. That's fine. Okay, now I've got that one piece off. And I can drop you off over here. I think regardless of how I do this, it's going to quickly start to get messy as I start pressing on more and more orangey bits and get more and more stuck to my surroundings. Yeah. I feel like I really need... I feel like there is a simple solution probably from somewhere near the outset, where the only things I need to do are get bits of orange stuck to the north and south of me, and then the rest of the puzzle like is almost set up to be in a winning state. Okay, having just said those words aloud, if I just wanted to have orange stuck to the north and south of me, let's see if it's possible to do that. So there's an orange that would be in the correct north position. So I don't want to do it right now, but I could do this, is where we're headed in the future. In terms of the south position, suppose I took this one, scraped off the orange, yeah, and put it here. Here we go. Why does this not do exactly what I need to do? Because I can do this, this, this. There we go. Okay, we took a long way of experimenting through the puzzle in order to have some appreciable insights we could then use to solve the puzzle very easily from the original state. And perhaps this has two little connecting lines because it was a more difficult puzzle, or perhaps there's just some aesthetic going on. In any case, this is not a world that I'm going to solve in one episode, so I'm going to go ahead and put an episode boundary here. I'm going to say I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Jelly is Sticky. For now, bye-bye.